So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Mayfield now from the 50. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott now. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing, Prescott, escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. No score after one on EA Sports. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A first down carry by Allen. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw again on second down. Prescott flush to his right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They go play action. Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
1st down, and it's Pollard again, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll lead here to a third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Looks to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Third down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 4, check 4. Check 50, check 50.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So they took a chance there on 4th down, and boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a 1st down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dak. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.